And we are live. Good evening. Hello, hello.
Hello, stream.
Welcome
God
to
help yous.
God help us all. What did you sign up for, right? Stupid
Uncle Mega's
things.
car?
We will see. We will see. What's going to happen? Nice little Clio Cup cars, definitely. Around a small track. What could go wrong? I don't know.
If the brakes are better on some of the fucking race cars.
I hope some exciting racing action. Going side by side, sliding, drifting. Going to find out in a couple of minutes. So we're just a few minutes away from qualifying. Have a little run through the drivers and the liveries, of course. And then put that on the screen as well, so close to starting qualifying. Sonic and kart racing will be starting from the back of the grid.
So
Can we qualify?
You can go on track and put in a qualifying lap. If you put in a too fast qualifying lap, I will need to reset the grid and manually
no problem,
probably.
no problem.
But yeah, you can use qualifying to maybe run a track, don't finish the lap, go to the pits, whatever. If you want. Nothing wrong about that. All right.
Yeah, I need like every second to practice.
I need 1 second. Fucking practice.
So we have 10 minutes for qualifying. Starting now.
I'm purple. No.
Wait for the actual qualifying session.
Oh.
So, good luck, everyone. And we'll be.
No one wants to quit. Oh, I'm on the first one now.
Yeah, I see a blue car in front. Yeah.
The commentator's choice.
I cannot see it.
Sonic, yeah, you can't go on track, do some laps, but you will start from the back. So even if you put in a good lap time, I will then set the grid manually. So all good. Oh, that's a short lap. Quickly, on board. So, crossing the start-finish line. Tricky first turn, sliding a little bit, trying to get to the apex. Don't run too wide on the entry. Into turn 2 we go. FF car, so lots of understeer. Through the bend, use plenty of the exit there, even a little bit of the grass. And now onto the Indy part of the track, keeping it steady, easy on the brakes, don't slide too much. And again early on to the throttle, and that was the lap. And Brands Hatch Indy should be a 53, if I'm not mistaken. Not quite. We'll get there probably.
Next year.
Next year? I saw you doing a 53, come on. Earlier.
Can't get into the fucking first bend even.
Oh, fucked up that one.
Still time to do, just 2 minutes in. So a couple of weeks ago I tried to put in a reference lap, and I think mine was a 52.9, but it also took me quite a while to get to that lap time, so it's not that easy. Inferno with an improvement? No, not quite. Still consistent lap times.
I noticed your tyres were quite worn by the time you did that lap.
Yeah, it's still possible with worn tires, see. But I think I couldn't like set it to 50 liters starting fuel as well, so I just did some lapping and tried to get into a rhythm. Oh nay. 53.4. That could be close. I think Inferno also has a mid 53 in him. Using the narrow line, 53.6. Yeah, getting closer. Cutting the grass on the inside. Oh, let's do the chase cam lap with Inferno. Oh, and misses that apex a little bit. Oh, has a good run. Cool. Fully committed there. A little bit too late for the final turn. Takes a wider line, maybe goes for the run for the next lap. We will see. Oh, this looks to be a good run. Ah, close. Oh, so nearly 5 minutes in. That's 5 minutes to go. So for now we have Ney, Mamba in P2, Inferno P3, Devo P4, and the gaps are getting closer and closer between the drivers. Stu in P5, Vivo running P6 at the moment, Taz sitting in P7, Couch and Sonic chilling in the pits. They are done with practice. Ney drifting it around the first turn, looking good. Could be quick as well. Devo squeezing in between Ney and Mamba and Inferno, also finding a gap there somehow. And then Inferno goes wide, carrying too much speed. Hey, I think now you can risk it into T1 to get a good lap. Ney with a purple first sector now. But look at those gaps at the front. Top 4 separated by 1/10. Ney improved his lap time again. 53.381 now. 3.5 minutes to go. Devo improved 54. Taz on the outlap running wide. No, that's not how you want to start your lap.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Don't wreck this car.
It's a bit of a difference compared to yesterday's Group C,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, also last year, yeah. But
that was easier to drive last time.
But you're going more sideways in this car. And sideways is fun, right? No?
No.
Davo
No. If
pole
you
position.
intentionally put it sideways, yes.
Oh, and we can do extra points for the Drift King award for each race or so. Wouldn't mind that.
There you go.
Drift multiplier. Boom, boom, boom. So, final 2 minutes of qualifying. Nay, with a nice lap time, 53.1. It's Nay, Davo, and Inferno, the top 3. And Mamba sitting very close behind Inferno. P4. Yeah, Sonny, probably Inferno is already the DK. Yeah. Proved that many times in the series. We did.
Damn it.
So 90 seconds. It's 2 more laps. Push now, push now.
That's not the line there, Fox.
So come on, Tess, you need to find at least half a second. That's possible.
Not in this car stuff.
So 40 seconds to go. Will be the final lap now for all of the drivers.
Come on, car.
We see any improvement? Don't think Ney will improve. No. Let's have a look at Davo. Going wide there on the exit of the band. Carrying good speed though. Not sure if he carried enough speed into the final turn. Davo was up with a personal best. Oh, lost a little bit there. Also, Mamba finished the qualifying. Vivo with the penalty won't be improving. Stu finished qualifying, and Tess also not going to improve. It's alright. So we have our for our first pole sitter with Ney.
Ney butter.
Ney butter, exactly.
Oh, I'm a huge fault on that chip. I wouldn't worry about it.
Good effort, Mamba.
Oh, thank you. I tried.
I can't even get a fucking lap in.
I was really hoping you turn on traction control so I can get in front of you.
What traction control?
Traction control, really? In an FF car? I don't know.
I'll try it in the missus's car tomorrow.
Maybe it helps, yeah. So we have a short break now before we start the race.
Alright,
Someone needs to go for a refreshing toilet break, and do that. Way-o.
Just a bump draft.
Of course. A slide tab, a love tab. So it's all good.
Across the line.
Huh? Across the line, yeah. I mean, you would be fine with that if he pushes you across the line, finish P1. Wouldn't mind, I guess.
Just not last.
Oh, I'll be last, it's alright.
Hashtag not last.
In this thing, I have my fucking hope.
Nice. 30 minutes at the Indy track would probably feel like 60 minutes. This short track.
Just don't rage quit.
Should be fine.
I couldn't see any, but I probably should clarify this one up front. I think the lower suspension next week. Make it easier to drive.
Maybe, maybe not. What's next week's
All right,
race?
I'm back.
1 second, please.
Yep. Schedule.
What the fuck?
Oh, Nürburgring sprint.
Cable.
Yes, please change suspension settings.
Oh, and with a little bit of rain next week.
Oh, fuck off.
You sick, sadistic bastard.
Why?
Rain and this car?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that, but I still love that track.
Set
So traction control. It is.
maybe.
True story, it's the
maybe
wipers you want to worry about than rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it feels like really nice to drive. A little bit of wet conditions. It's not like heavy rain. Come on, and as usual, if you put rain into the lobby settings, it probably won't be raining at all. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Chuck it down.
Didn't sound that convinced. Alright, so I'm gonna leave the party chat, have a good race. We'll talk to you after this one. Bye. Right, let's go. 30 minutes. Rising Stars Season 2. Renault Trophy car around France. Here we go. We have a crystal with a 4-star check. We have this sport subtitles for this car. Rising Stars will consist of 8 races, 4 races in the Renault Clio. I'm on the wrong screen. Sorry for that. So here we go. Off we go. Oh, if they bother with a really good start there. A little bit of contact into T1. Let's hope everyone stays on track. Yeah, looking good. A little bit wide there in the background. Davo with the run on Bother. Side by side they go into T2. And Davo with the move into the lead. Nay to Mamba P3, Inferno P4, Vivo P5, Sonic up to P6, Vivo 5. Vivo P6, Tess in P7, Couch Racing in P8, and Stu in P9. So close racing at the front. Davo coming round the final turn will cross the line in P1 after lap 1. Closely followed by Ney, and then we have Mamba and Inferno, followed by Sonic. No drama through the first turn. Pentakill Band, I think it's called. Vivo P6, Tess in P7, still holding off Couch Racing and Stu with a little gap. pretty sure we see a few off tracks at some point this race. I think someone in the background just went a little bit wide. I think it was Inferno. Let's see if we can catch that. Oh, a few cars went really wide there, using plenty of the grass. I'm not sure if you get a penalty for that. Let's see, Devo and Ney with the lead. Sonic under 2 seconds behind MP3. A close race into T1. Mamba and Inferno. Mamba sending it down the inside. Will he make that turn? Oh, he just keeps it. Oh, we will save that replay marker for sure. And have a look at it again. Inferno with the massive dive on Mamba there. Let's see it once again. Great move. So I want to get the longer version of it. We go to chase cam. Well played there, not touching the other cars. Mamba P5, Vivo P6 with the run against Couch Racing, who is up the inside. Oh, and Taz hit the wall there. Oopsie. I think the car got loose, and then he crashed into the barrier there. He avoided to hit someone else. That is good sportsmanship, definitely. So at the front we have Devo and Ney still running 1-2 since the start. Sonic up to P3, keeping that gap. Inferno before Mamba dropped down to P7, so it's also minimizing the mistakes. Here also we saw Inferno going deep a little bit. Let's go on board with with Couch Racing, sorry, to see if he gets the run on Inferno. To T1, don't slide it too much. Inferno going a little bit too wide on the exit. It loses him 2 positions by the looks. So go back to the camera. See what happened to Inferno. Yeah, just a little bit too much speed carrying at the exit of T1. And then Couch Racing with the slightly easy pass on Inferno. Mamba P7 followed by Stu and Taz. Get a little bit of reverse camera action. Mamba, Stu and Taz. Stu with the wide line nearly loses the car. Taz with opportunity with the run. Will he send it down the inside? No, staying behind for now. Trying to take the narrow line through turn 2. Understeers a little bit on to the exit, still keeps it off the grass. And through the shortcut they go around the final turn. Let's go back to the front. We see the first attack probably by Neighbother, and oh, Devo running wide there onto the gravel. Neighbother now with the inside line. Devo with dirty tires probably. They go side by side through T-turn. T2, turn 2. That's how it's pronounced. Still side by side. Into the band, and Neighbother up a position. Devo is still close, but Sonic is here. Under 1 second the gap. Caught up with the top 2 after a little bit of fighting going on. Looks like Devo still struggling a little bit with the tires. Sonic with a good run out of the final turn. Carries some momentum, some speed. So we have a three-way battle for P1. May with some good speed around the first turn. Trying to open up that gap to Davo now. 0.7 the gap. Not 0.6 to Sonic. Couch in P4, little gap to Inferno in P5, Mamba. Yes, open up the gap to Stu and Taz, and Vivo dropped down to P9, still in a fight with Taz coming through. This little chicane before the final turn, and round we go. Vivo trying to stay with Taz, of course. Sonic up to P2 now. Got ahead of Davo. And Nay now 1.6 seconds clear. Can Davo stay with Sonic? That's the question. Can Sonic close that gap to Nay Butter again? Drifting it a little bit through the final turn, loses a little bit of speed compared to Nay Butter, who should, yeah, he has the fastest lap of the race so far, 53.3. Last time around 53.4, so consistent lap times for Nay Butter there, extending his lead over Sonic and Davo. Couch in P4. Inferno now, I think, found his groove, his rhythm, stays with Couch. Mamba with a little bit of trouble there coming through the first sector. This should give Stu the opportunity for a run. Let's see the chase cam perspective. Heading into the final turn early on the brakes, not 100% braking. Don't want the rear to step out that much, and Stu with a good run has some slipstream. Mamba not defending the inside line. This could be the move for Stu. Yes, the inside line. Oh, a little bit of contact between both of the drivers. They're drifting it through the first turn. Woo, that was close. Here comes Taz. That will be with the move. Stu with 30 tires. And through goes Taz. So we have a look at situation between and Mamba, so they had the same idea. They turned it at the same point. Mamba couldn't turn because Stu was on the inside, so I would say a typical racing incident there, but both drivers still running on track, but now Stu had an issue there. Dropped 9 seconds behind Vivo. P9. Have a look at the front Sonic. Closed that gap under 1 second to Nay, who must have had a little bit of a slower lap. Yeah, 54.6. Sonic with a 53.5. So top 3 separated by 1 second each, roughly. And you see Sonic with his signature move, the windshield wipers. Even if it's not raining, he wipes away the dirty air every time. Helps him definitely gaining some time. You see Nay recovered with that 53.5. So opened up that gap a little bit, 1.2 to Sonic and Davo. So top 3 very evenly matched at the moment on pace. Not much separates those drivers. Couch struggling to get consistent 53s. tiny bit slower compared to the top 3, not by much. But still 6 seconds the gap. Inferno keeps that gap to around about 2 seconds to Couch, and then we have Vivo, Taz, Mamba. Oh, Mamba also had a little bit of a loopsie there. Shot behind those two. So Vivo versus Taz. Through the final turn again. Crucial to get early onto the throttle. Looks like Taz with a good run out of that final turn. Has the slipstream point to close racing now. Will we see a move down to T1 again? Taz on the inside, not brave enough. Julie go for the move, maybe. Vivo forcing Vivo into a mistake. No, Vivo kept it on the track with some nice speed. Not running wide. Touching the inside curb and grass a little bit too much. Maybe. So, taking a very wide line on the exit. Try to carry some extra speed through the chicane. Early on the brakes for Go. Nice throttle control here displayed by Taz, who is not as close as last time round. Soft braking into T1, and now they run side by side. Taz with the run. We go onto the TV camera. Inside line for Taz. Can he stop it onto the apex? Yes, he can. Great move with a good run. Perfect setup out of the first turn. So Vivo went a little bit deep. Had to lift or even brake, I don't know. And then it's Taz taking advantage. Up a position for Taz at the front. It's still status quo for now with 16 minutes to go. It's Naybother leading nearly 2 seconds now. The gap to Sonic, so Naybother. You see a fastest lap? No, but close to that with a 53.4. Sonic a couple of tenths slower, not by much. Well into the 53s, definitely. Devo trying to stay with his teammate. And then has a little bit of an issue there coming into the final turn. Loses him 2-3 tenths and a little bit of momentum. For the speed on to the start finish straight. Couch still running all by himself. Inferno. The previous lap wasn't that quick. At lap 16:55. So lost 1.5 seconds. On top to Couch. Still has a nice gap to Vivo, who is still chased down by Taz. So they swap positions again. So we saw Taz overtake previous lap, and Vivo, he didn't give up the fight. No, he retook a P6 at the moment. Bamba in P8, nearly 5 seconds behind Taz, and Stu in P9. Can Stu catch up to Namba to have a battle for P8? That will be the question, I guess. So, I think it's time to do an onboard lap with Nay. So once he gets through the chicane, starts the lap with the final turn. Losing all of the track width, no issue, and now let's see the car control displayed by our race leader. Just before the one board, keeping it steady on the inside curb. little bit of the curb on the outside and hooking up nicely on that inside curb. Again, early on the throttle, keeping it straight, braking just before the curb, cutting that inside a little bit, keeping it straight onto the exit, using all of the runoff. Now maybe a little lift into the chicane here before the entry, then flat out keeping it straight after the end of the brake, of the curb onto the brakes, then again early onto the throttle. It's close between third and fourth gear with the upshift, where to get most of the traction, and this should be another 53.6, good lap time. Sonic with a little bit of an issue, 3 seconds behind me. Devo another 2.5 seconds behind. Couch racing also. Look at lap 18 and a little off track there with a 59.8. So I don't know, play in the kitty litter, probably on the exit of turn 1. That's one of the usual suspects where you lose some time. Vivo and Tess, this is the closest battle on track for now, where we are approaching the final 12 minutes of this 30-minute race for the opening round of the Rising Stars 2024. So yeah, this beginning of the race I was telling you about the race format. So the first 4 races will be 30-minute races in the Renault Clio RS trophy car, and then for the final 4 races we will switch over to the Renault Mégane trophy Group 4 car. The idea is also that we are using the same tracks but different layouts. So round 5 we will be back at Brands Hatch, but this time on a Grand Prix circuit, and next week we'll be running the Nürburgring Sprint, and round 6 the Nürburgring GP circuit. So that's the idea behind the series. We also have some dynamic weather in place on some of the tracks, so we see a little bit of rain throughout the series, make it even more challenging for the drivers to get used to those cars. So just over 10 minutes to go. Neighbor still with a comfortable lead, 3 seconds. Starting pushing through the chicane, trying to get closer again. Can we see an improvement of the fastest lap here as well? Even with the slightly worn tires, it should be possible, I think. Davo collected a little track limit penalty somewhere. Couch still in P4, not seeing any pressure, but Inferno, Vivo and Tess. This looks like be a spicy battle for P5. Not much between those 3 at the moment. Vivo catching Inferno. Vivo with a good run. Will they go side by side through the chicane? They try to make it work. Inferno drifting it into the final turn, keeps that position, just stays ahead of Vivo, but Vivo now with the run, 2 tenths behind, could be a run into turn 1. Again, Inferno defending the inside line early, making his intentions clear. Vivo maybe trying for a cutback drift, and also Tess drifting it in sympathy. who has less dirty tires. It looks like Vivo wasn't so sure about his state of the tires. It has up the position into P6 Inferno with a little gap now, 1 second to Taz and 1 second to Vivo. Mamba in P8, 2.4 seconds behind, and it looks like Stu had another incident somewhere, lap 21 it looks like. They lost a couple of seconds again. So final 8 minutes. They still in the lead, unchallenged by the looks. Sonic just under 3 seconds, still that gap. Not really getting closer at the moment. Vivo running a comfortable P3. We go back to this battle between Inferno and Taz, whereas Vivo, Taz has a penalty. Where's the penalty zone? I think it's just coming round the final turn. Yeah, gets slowed down there. Don't think he loses that much time, to be honest. Yeah, roughly about half a second, so that's, I think, quite a good spot for those cars around the Indy circuit. Vivo trying to go for a move down the inside. Well played. He saw that gap and he capitalized on that gap. So Taz with a not the best run out of turn 1, which gives Vivo the opportunity to dive down the inside and get back up into P6. Taz crossing that inside line there on the grass. Nothing too major. Still 2.8 between Mayweather and Sonic. That front left's not looking too good anymore for Sonic. He's using much more tire compared to Mayweather. We see low 54s now for the drivers. Evo also showing those 54s, and we have Couch in P4, so probably quite a lonely race for Couch after the first couple of laps where he had to fight his way through the field starting from the back. Vivo's past Inferno, so this three-way battle is still continuing. Nice to have some close racing towards the later stages of this race, definitely. And Vivo, Inferno and Taz, all three have the opportunity to finish P5 for this one. Aggressive over the curb through the chicane for Inferno, but might be a good setup for a straight run out of the final turn. Let's see. No, loses some time to Vivo, who had a brilliant exit out of that final turn. And Inferno has to look into his mirrors now. Here comes Taz, showing his nose. Not going for the move here, but using definitely that narrow entry into the first turn. Inferno a bit wide there onto the grass and dirt, and we have Vivo with the better exit out of the band, getting up to P6. We'll have a look at this once again. Let's watch it from test perspective. So Inferno missed that apex that touches the grass and the dirt on the outside, and Tess with the better exit and the run. So Tess up to P6, Inferno P7 still within the distance. Vivo not too far ahead as well. So 3 minutes, that's it, 4 more laps to go, roughly 3, 4, we'll see when Nate crosses the line for the next time. See 54 lap time, so let's say roughly 1 minute 50 remaining for 2 laps. Keep an eye on the timer. 15 seconds, so there should be 3 more laps for Neighbor. Crosses the line with around about 2 minutes by the looks. Yeah. 3 more laps, starting with this one. Sonic P2 keeping that gap under 3 seconds, but not getting closer. Devo in P3, also keeping the gap to Sonic. Couch in P4. Vivo P5. Tess getting closer, 1 second. Also Inferno. Sarah and Inferno goes deep onto the final turn. Unfortunately, a little bit too wide or into the gravel. So understeers a little bit and gets slowed down by the gravel and loses that position to Mamba. And Stu with the lonely drive at the back after some mistakes, unfortunately. So that's the penultimate lap now for Ney. 3 seconds still that gap to Sonic, and 5 seconds Sonic to Devo. The chicane they go. Coming around the final turn, and let's do a chase cam run for the final lap with Ney. Oh, for a brilliant race with pole position, fastest lap, and looks like to be a race victory. Keeping it tidy through turn 1. No drama also out of the second turn. So just the chicane and the final turn for May. Couch Racing finished the race. Vivo in P5. Mamba 6. Looks Tess with a little mistake. P8, and here comes Neighbor, your race winner for Rising Stars Season 2 Round 1. Congratulations, Sonic, up to P2. Devo finishes P3, Couch 4, Vivo 5, Mamba 6, Inferno 7th, Tess 8, and Stu finishes P9. Save that replay. Bring up the results for you. Have a quick look at the party chat.
Yeah, that was like when I did 3 laps like that. Either I went off far to the left into the gravel, or I went all the way out into the grass.
Killing it as well.
So, who also had freezing cold rear tires as Sonic?
Mine.
Mine. Next time go.
Sorry, I was alright.
Next time go reverse to heat up those tires.
Yeah, no kidding.
No kidding.
You use the parking brake and just kind of slip and slide, get some heat in there.
Yep. You tried to slide it at some point, but didn't help with the rear tires, right? Just put
I got
wear on the
tapped.
front.
I got tapped in going into turn 1. I don't know who it was, but that thing sent me like full on lock. I was completely sideways, the wheel, my arms were crossed, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking spin. And then I was like, wait a minute, I got it. Drifted that entire corner.
You see, like, new skill acquired. See?
I had a good race for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, you had nice battles test there with the other drivers. And then what happened on the last lap? Then you lost suddenly a few positions. Like, wasn't running with you.
Took a corner too much.
You were too much. Okay.
Like grass service.
Okay.
Ugh.
So I had fun doing comps on this one with some nice battle, good speed at the front. Definitely. And
I think once you get into a rhythm, it's not so bad because you're expecting it to do
yeah, exactly.
what it's going to do.
And
Yeah.
anticipate like it's going to
You're
slide.
anticipating the
drift.
slide.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting a little braver around the corners. I could take this corner in a higher gear.
It was just the first and last corner.
Yeah.
I was making up most of my time in the chicane and in the final corner.
See
I
the
was making
final
up
corner?
most of my time.
See,
Yeah.
you started braking just where the curve was. You would have got a stop in hand.
Yeah, I also found like when the curve was ending there on the chicane, and you brake in a straight line, not 100%. You make that corner quite easily and can carry some good exit speed.
If you brake too hard, it's going.
Yeah, if you brake too hard,
Yeah. You just
set.
barely caress the brake.
Yeah.
I was actually downshifting into third initially, but after I started to get the feel for the car again, fourth. It was fourth every time through the chicane. It was just barely tapping the brake and it would rotate.
Yeah, also like early downshift is also not helping in this car, so wait for the downshifts. Yeah, definitely. If you
Early downshift to send you sideways.
Yeah. This is
Yeah, the last
locking
corner,
up or
you
something.
brake straight, then twitch down, and it just tweaks the car in.
It's
It's the last minute.
definitely a different way to driving compared to those Group 3, Group 4 cars usually, where you just
Absolutely.
just stomp on the brakes and it just stops and you turn and whatever. Still, I enjoyed it. Was a good one to watch.
It wasn't too bad. Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. Okay, I'll take that. You will return probably for race number 2.
Yeah. If it rains, we might have a problem. I don't have a good track record with rain lately.
For next week.
I can bring up. Yeah, I can do the settings. So I will end the stream and I will prepare the lobby settings for next weekend. Do that. Right. Thank you, stream, for watching. See you next week. Bye bye.